Oh, here we are.
Hey, are we in? We are! Welcome to Race Fever Night 96. We're going to do something we've never done before. We're going to wing it. We're here tonight. We want to tell you about Race Fever. We want to tell you all the things that there are to see, and we want to let you know that, no, it is not raining. No. And I'm Tim Bonomo. This is WYDC, and this is Molly Grant.
Hey, this is great. You know, we did this last year. Marty Muggleton, president of the Corning Chamber of Commerce, and myself and Tim, we all occupied this very same trailer top roof, I guess. We're a year older, and we managed to get our fat selves up here one more time. Jesus could go on forever, and it's so encouraging.
Yeah, it seemed to be a little higher up this year. It took me a little more to get up here. I don't know what that means.
I'm really worried about getting down. Yeah. Getting up was not a problem, but it's a long way to the street level from here.
And with all the events, we're supposed to be like getting up and down and getting video of this and getting video of that. I don't know, Tim.
I don't know either. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's better for us just to be like cake toppers and just sit here.
Okay.
Not tonight.
Oh, all right. I see what you mean. Tell us a little bit about who's sponsoring this event.
Well, let's ask Marty about
it.
Well, it's a couple of major sponsors. Corning In-Town Promotions is the organizer, Tammy Caruso. She does a great job, and boy, she earns her pay all in one night. A lot of people to deal with, vendors, car owners, race car personalities. It's a tough night for her. But Corning Enterprises is involved, cellular phone companies involved, and we also have, I'm struggling for the last sponsor. Frontier Cellular.
Yep.
Telephone.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm sorry, Time Warner. That's what I'm struggling for.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a fair number of people. Volunteers are probably about 60 or 70 volunteers tonight. We started setting up about 3 o'clock. We'll be here till I think 9. And the weather has actually been really cooperative. It rained hard about 2 o'clock, and now it's nice and cool and breezy.
We were beginning to get worried. I went all over Corning, I want you to know, looking for a black and white checkered umbrella in the spirit of this whole event, because I don't believe it's ever rained for Race Fever. No. And I thought, hey, this is the first. An umbrella has never been an issue, and I guess it's still not an issue. This is charmed. I can't believe how beautiful it is. I mean, it's cool now, unlike the last couple of days where I was beginning to wonder if maybe it would be too oppressive from the other direction.
Right. Yeah, it was hot. It was very hot last year, I remembered it, and the crowds have turned out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any difference in crowds this year than last year, so that's really encouraging.
And last year, how many did we have?
Well, they estimated about 40,000 through the night.
Yeah, we'll probably hit near that or go over the top tonight.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of events, like little mini events all throughout Market Street. There's all kinds of things for you to do.
And not just for race fans, for adult race fans, but also for kids. Over in Riverside Park, they've got face painting. They've got a lug nut competition. And do you know what that is?
A lug nut competition?
Yes,
no,
it's not. This isn't about friends. No, nothing.
I have no idea. What's a lug nut competition?
A lug nut competition is a jar full of lug nuts, and kids get to guess how many are in the jar for a great prize, which I don't know what it is. They wouldn't tell me, but I guess if you're part of the competition, you're in the know.
Hey, talking about competitions, we have something going on probably right now, I would imagine.
Yes.
Our own Burt Ramsey is over challenging Bob Michaels from 94 Rock and WELM, and they're screaming around a track right now.
Yeah, and do you know, last year we had kind of an inside competition, and it was a bit embarrassing for both 94 Rock and Big TV. We do not like to talk about it because we had a bet last year that if Big TV's media representative's time was better than 94 Rock's time, that for the entire day they could not play, what was it?
I think the theme from Friends.
The theme from Friends.
Right.
Bert really got tired of hearing that, and he said, I don't want to hear it for a full day. You have to tell your audience that you're not playing it because I won. And had we lost, we would have to put up 94 Rock rules on air all day long. Well,
we're doing the same thing this year.
As it turns out, we did get very lucky, but both Bert and Brian Stull, who was the King DJ last year,
were beat by, do you know who?
No. And this is a go-kart competition?
Yes.
Go-kart competition.
Take a guess, Marty.
Molly.
No. Who do you think who has something very intimate to do with this entire event? Give us the first name that comes into your head.
Reason not to race this year.
Who agreed? Oh, Tammy.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can understand why she's not racing. I mean, she's setting up for her second child, so.
Yeah, that kind of took her out of the competition.
Yeah. Both Bert and Brian Stoll were ready. They were
Tammy
thrilled.
Was faster than, I didn't know that.
Tammy took number 1.
Well, of course, they had professional drivers. One of the professional drivers really won the competition, but as far as amateur driving goes, Tammy bested both Bert and Brian Stoll.
Good deal.
So this year we've got Bert back out there for another try at it.
And now we got Bob Michaels.
And Bob Michaels. And what's the
Because
wager
Brian
this
Stahl
year?
left.
He's out of town.
He happened to be out of town this week.
That sounds fishy to me. Does it
Yeah,
to you?
well, I think I understand what's going on.
Yeah, I do too. I hope old Rick Libby set up down there at Centerway Square for 94 Rock. I hope he hears this and knows that we know that your guy just headed for the hills.
Running and hiding.
Yeah, that's right. Next year we're not putting up with it. Any vacations will have to be checked with the
Pre-approved.
Pre-approved with the Race Fever 97 schedule. So we expect a rematch right here, no matter what happens.
The bet this year is what? The same thing for 94 Rock. We have to put up their
94
their
Rock
logo.
rules. If we lose, and this doesn't matter who really wins the whole event. This is just like a little inside wager. And what's the deal if Bert bests
Bert,
Bob
I guess,
Michaels?
is tired of hearing Alanis Morissette. And
Oh yeah, that's understandable.
You know?
Sure.
I kind of like her.
Nothing personal. We hope we don't have BMI, CSAC, and ASCAP
Right.
crying about the damage we've done to Alanis' career.
I like her
Well, I think
myself.
her career's done pretty well. It'd be tough to damage it, I
In
think.
spite of this. In fact,
Yeah.
think of all the free promotions she's getting from
That's
us
right.
actually using her name.
Yeah, she.
Oh no! Hey, there's Ray Deffendorf down
Hey.
there. Anybody?
There we go.
We're not gonna risk turning the camera up
'Cause we'll
this
fall
lifetime
off.
to show you Ray. Go ahead, Joe. Feature Ray. Here goes. We don't know if we're
Ray-
ever gonna
there
get
he
it
is.
back. Ray Deffendorf.
This, folks, is what you call live television.
Live
This is
television,
happening
former
right now.
Promotions director
On
from
your
St.
screen
Joe's.
is the current president of Corning Rotary.
Is
Yes.
he?
Yeah, for 2 years, right? Corning Rotary?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, very good.
Yes.
I'm
And
sitting between.
he would like us to broadcast that next year when it's time to clean up the highways, we're going to be looking for some citizen participation. So if you're watching Big TV tonight, check with Ray about when the cleanup's going to be, and he'll tell you where to show up. He's running. We got him. We dusted him out of
Okay.
here.
That was a good promo.
That's one person gone by. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He mentioned something about church. I'm not quite sure what it was,
Yeah.
Right.
and he's
He says
pointing.
you, too. He knows you all too well.
Yeah,
think,
I am
knows
afraid so.
Okay.
that. Okay, so where were we?
Let's
Before
talk
we
about
were
some
so
of the.
rudely
Yeah, let's talk
interrupted,
about some of the
Talking
things.
about the go-kart race.
Yeah, we know what our bet is this year, and probably within the next, 10 or 15 minutes, we'll know who won that.
And also, I'm hoping that we're getting some footage of this, so we will be bringing you delayed footage of the go-kart race.
Right.
So if we don't have somebody out there with a reliable camera, let's get somebody out there right now.
We should probably
So we can-
remind people we have live music entertainment on different spots on the street till 10 o'clock. So if you're just finishing up with supper or just getting back from work, quick, change your clothes, hop in your car, come on down.
And we do give people permission to throw in a tape. Usually we say stay glued to Big TV no matter what, but tonight
You
we'll
can
make an
tape it.
exception. Tape
That's
us.
right.
And come on down, join the party. Don't be afraid to stop by Big TV here at 33 East Market Street. We're almost halfway in the
That's
middle
right.
of this
We're right in the
event.
middle. Yep.
You can see behind us probably the crowds here, and I do believe we have close to 40,000 here tonight, don't you?
Good crowd.
Yep, and they're spread out real nicely. They're from one end of Market Street all the way, I can see all the way to the other end, and it's not a big traffic jam down here. People are moving quite freely. Looks like they're going to have. There's
It's
one
Tom
of our.
Gardner.
There's Tom Gardner,
Tom Gardner.
our local artiste,
Artiste.
who has, I guess, a couple. Marty, you were telling me he's got a couple of real nice
Yeah,
pictures.
down at the Art and Frame Shop, which is on the first floor of his gallery, he's got 2 NASCAR paintings, one of Mark Martin and one of Rusty Wallace at race speed, and they're really, really pretty. I mean, I think there's going to be some people, especially car owners, that are going to look at that thing and say, boy, I got to have
Gotta
that
have
for
it.
my office. Yeah, it's beautiful stuff.
Hey, we're really lucky here in Corning. Now, what, 2 weeks ago now, I think we had the Arts Festival 96, where we closed off Market Street again for another bash. This is
Right.
like a party in town. And we had artists from all over the Northeast come in with their wares, everything from pottery to photography to jewelry. We had lampshades. We had guys here with cast iron artworks. And again, Market Street was closed off, and again, we had food. There was great things to drink. The air smells wonderful. We've got Boomer right next door to us.
Yep.
And cooking up a storm. If you see smoke, it's not because Tim and Marty and I are just
On
hot,
fire.
hot
No.
on fire. And for Race Fever, it's because we've got great cooking right next door. So
We say Viva.
yeah, Viva Race
Viva
Fever.
Race Fever.
That's right. You probably noticed our little graphic here. And it is a hot event. A hot, not so much temperature tonight, but just a lot of fun.
No, it's actually perfect weather to be in shirt sleeves down here.
So
Yeah.
who do you guys have as favorite race car drivers? We didn't talk about that last year, did we? No. What's your favorite?
I like Brett Bodine.
You look like Brett Bodine. I'm kind of partial to Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Bodines. Hey, local boys, you know,
Yeah.
we have to kind of stay behind it.
Yeah.
You know, we're sponsored by French's Auto Parts tonight. Our broadcast is brought to you by French's Auto Parts. French's sponsors Legends Series race cars.
And this
they're
is the
those
second
little ones.
year.
Yeah, this
Second
is the
year.
second year in a row that we've done it. Last year we had our slicks on one of the cars, which was really cool for us.
Mm-hmm.
And not too long ago, one of those cars was in a minor crack-up. And so we decided, well, let's just get a different one. So our slicks weren't ready for tonight, but we will be showing video later on of what the Legend Series cars looks like. In that event, somebody else bought our wrecked up race car, and it is now number 8 in the nation. So do we
Wow.
have egg on our face over here at Big TV? In any event,
These cars are designed for what?
these are track racing cars. They're not really for road use or anything, but we'll talk about that more later when we get some video.
Okay.
The event over at Watkins Glen is Sunday, right? Is that the
That's
11th?
right. Yeah, there's races on Saturday and Sunday. And I think qualifying or testing started today, and there'll be more qualifying tomorrow. But the Winston Cup event starts Sunday, and hopefully the weather's going to cooperate. It's supposed to be in the upper 70s.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Reasonably low humidity, so the track should be good. It'll probably be a little breezy up there, so even though it's high 70s, people might want to throw a jacket in the bag or sweatshirt because it's always a little different up on the hill.
Yep.
But my guess is it's going to be good racing. I know a lot of people in the area are rooting for Mark Martin. He's put a string of races together up there, but there's going to be some real grudge matches up there. You know, Earnhardt and Ernie Irvin, there's going to be some real pushing and shoving.
There's something to be proved, at this race.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think it's fun. And I think it's great that everybody turns out here in Corning. I mean, we're 20 minutes from the Glen. So it's handy. Every hotel room from Rochester to almost to New York City, I think.
The only stuff that's available is there's a bed and breakfast in Avoca, and there's a bed and breakfast in Wellsboro.
There, so now if you're sitting in a hotel, you can count yourself lucky.
Geneseo or farther west. That's the only thing we can tell people.
Hey, is this a party?
It's a good time.
It is a good time.
Let's go over some of the things that are going on tonight.
All right, I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break.
Okay.
Dave is going to want to get set upstairs. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. There are some very specific things that are characteristic of Race Fever 96 that we didn't have last year. One of those is the yellow armbands, and so we'll be talking more about that when we come back. So let's see you in a minute.
Thank you.
It has been plaguing scientists for ages. Can
Yeah.
The Bud Light Concert Series at the Great New York State Fair, August 22nd through September 2nd, Syracuse.
Hey, we're back on.
Well, isn't that a nice
We don't
surprise?
when we cut away for a break, we're still partying. So.
We're always well prepared.
That's right. That's why they ask us to do this year after year, because they know that the funniest thing is going to be when we topple off here, because we're goofing around.
Think how good we'd be if we had rehearsals or scripts.
No.
Oh, it wouldn't be any good.
No.
probably.
Hey,
Wouldn't work.
That's chicken TV.
Yeah.
You know, that's for those pros in New York City, just Seinfeld and those guys.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Be careful. I think our Seinfeld
Hey,
rep is here.
that's the truth. We've got a gal here from Columbia TriStar who sells Seinfeld. She knows him personally, and so we probably shouldn't be making fun of him on the air.
No, you're going to be in deep trouble. You're not going to have it now. See?
Come and get it. Although I don't know, she might have a hard time finding a place to stay tonight, so she's going to have to be nice to us
Absolutely.
at least until after this event. So I don't know
right.
if she's hearing us. I guess not.
But Jack's got room in the cab for her.
Yeah, she can sleep in the cab here. All right, we promised to tell you about the yellow armbands, and I guess this year it's a little bit different because
Right.
in order to purchase alcohol, whether you're 21 or 81, you have to check in at one of 3 tents and purchase a yellow armband.
Right.
And I've seen a few yellow armbands here going by. I don't know.
I haven't seen as many as I
It's a
thought I
wrist-
would see.
It's a wristband. So I was thinking it was something further up, but I think the cool way to really wear it is on your wrist.
Remind me where the locations are. No one told me. I'm looking on the map.
Do you see 'em?
Aren't you the president of the Chamber
Yeah,
of
but see,
Commerce?
I'm really not the brains behind the operation.
All right, well,
Well, we know that, Marty.
Well, okay. Well, there's
nice.
got to be one at
This is live.
Centerway Square,
I would imagine.
and
Well,
I
I'll
don't
tell-
see them.
right here. They're by
Okay, talk to me.
Upstate Tuna,
Okay.
by the liquor store on Market Street, and there's another, I'm told, on Wall Street, although I didn't
Okay.
get specific directions.
Okay.
So near Upstate Tuna, the liquor store on Market Street, which is at the far end, up toward
Shimon Canal,
Wegmans,
right.
Shimon Canal,
Yep.
and on Wall Street. Which way
Right.
is Wall Street?
Wall Street is
This way,
behind
where the
us.
Centennial Sculpture is.
Oh, Oh, okay.
That's
So
right.
you get a chance to see the Centennial.
So they're spread out.
Speaking of Chemung Canal, they have, Sam Pallet there from 8 till 10 tonight
I think
in the
so.
parking lot. I was down there trying to do some last-minute banking, and they've got a big truck from Corning Building Company, and they're going to put the band up on top of that. They were just starting to set that up, but they closed for business, drive-through business at 3 to set up for that.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
Market Street has been closed off since just about 3 when everybody set up. And speaking of bands, we've got Turner and Brown set up next to Boomers. Boomers is right next door to us, and they've been playing, and
Yeah,
we've
they're
asked
good.
them. Yeah, they're
That's the
very
first
good.
time I've heard them.
You may end up hearing them in the background.
That's right. We told them, we said, you guys have to be quiet for just a little while while we kick off our live broadcast, but we're not going to be able to keep them quiet much longer because they're just too good to keep
They are
silent.
very good.
You know, some of the band members are Scott Turner, Mike Brown from Wellsboro, PA, and their latest CD is available for $10. They're live in front of Boomers, and I think if you check in at Boomers and find out about that CD, you'll know where that is.
If you want to get something to eat, stand there, munch on that.
Yeah, we're going
and
to rate
listen
them
to the music.
after a while.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
smells
think of
good.
all this free promo we've given them. At least we can get a sausage sandwich or something out of it.
Cup
I
of
hope
coffee,
so.
maybe.
Yeah, but you know how this always goes. Bert always winds up with the free food.
Yeah.
I don't know, or Jack
Because
Kelly.
we're sitting here and we can't move.
Yeah, they put us up here. We're out of the way. We're out of commission. So, okay.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the things that are going on. Go through this.
Okay.
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna come right off of this sheet right here because it's.
Sonoma, that's the only way you could.
You're absolutely right. They've got for the kids. It's going on through 7 o'clock. Racing games, an ice cream party. Ronald McDonald is down here somewhere.
Sponsored by Ice Cream Works, right up in.
Right.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
Square, right?
Face painting, race demonstrations, walking and driving races. What's a walking race?
A walking.
You have to walk really fast.
Yeah, I think that's for toddlers,
Okay, that's cute.
for the short ones.
And they got.
The short leg crowd.
Yeah, I fall into that category.
Yeah.
Then into the night, as the night goes on, NASCAR drivers are going to be here. I think we have some here right now, as a matter of fact.
Kenny, when I walked down the street, Kenny Schrader was up there, and the schedule says he's there till 8.
Wow.
And he is immensely popular. So if you're interested in an autograph, the line last time I saw was surprisingly long.
Okay, let's hit the drivers that are here. Mike Olson, Dick Trickle, Ken Schrader. I'm going to pronounce these names wrong. I
No,
know
you're
I am.
fine.
Robert Presley, Brandon Butler, Terry Lamont, Tom Kendall, Joe Nemechek,
Yeah.
and Brett Bodine. There we go, and Ted Musgrave.
Yeah.
So they're all scheduled to be here tonight. They're giving autographs, and
Are
because
they at
there's
different locations?
yeah, they're
Yeah.
spread out.
Yeah.
They're spread out all over the street, actually.
Yeah, when you come to town, there's several spots you can pick up a map and a schedule of events, and you'll find that on the back here, there's a code for each of the racers, each of the drivers, and each of the teams.
Right.
So if you can read or count, you can find your way around.
That might let some of us out on the
Yeah.
I'll just go to whoever happens to be next on the street when I'm walking. All right, other things going on tonight, of course, is the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have to mention our food sponsor tonight, Big TV's food sponsor is Little Caesars Pizza.
And
from
they brought
Gang Mills.
us over one.
Yeah, they did.
Oh
They-
my goodness.
Pizza.
Pizza.
That's right. Pizza. They did such a good
The
job.
Little Caesar guy.
Hey, and it wasn't easy either because, as we said, the street was blocked off. They had to make a Herculean effort to get out back there to deliver our pizzas. And needless to say, we were more than happy to assist them.
Yes, that worked out.
All right, we're going to cut away for a break. We'll be back with a few extra guests. We've got all kinds of people telling us about upcoming events here in the Corning, Elmira area. And so stay with us. We'll be back live from Race Fever 96.
Viva Race Fever.
Stay in school, kid.
McDonald's Arch Deluxe. It's the burger with the grown-up taste.
The Great New York State Fair and the Bud Light Concert Series present Jackson Brown, Mary Chapin Carpenter and Trisha Yearwood, Tim McGraw with Martina McBride, Winona with Black Hawk, Jethro Tull and Everson Lake and Palmer, Travis Tritt and Marty Stewart, Gin Blossoms and Goo Goo Dolls, Vince Gill, Crosby, Stills and Nash. Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster, the Fair box office, or call phone charge now. The Bud Light Concert Series at the Great New York State Fair, August 22nd through September 2nd, Syracuse.
Are moving to a new time. So watch Bart waste time.
The joys of mortgaging your future.
Homer make time.
Look, new hair. I'm this close to having a comb over.
And the whole family have a good old time.
If you lose, you're out of the family. Oh.
So one more time, it's a totally new time.
Woohoo!
The Simpsons.
Math, a four-letter word, right? Hey, you don't need that. Why design the world's newest chips? When you could be flipping the world's oldest burgers. Hey, wait a minute. This is math. Geometry, algebra. No pocket protectors here. But you're cruising without math. Yeah, right. Take a good look. That's math staring back at you. It's not a problem, man. It's an answer. Call NACME. We'll tell you what you need to do.
Again, Tim, quit your party and pay attention. This is a live broadcast. It's hard to pay attention. There's so much going on here at Race Fever 96, live from Market Street. This is WYDC, and we are having a great time. Tim and I decided to get off the top of the tractor trailer and mingle a little bit. We've got a wonderful location here centrally on Market Street in Corning. Hey, Tim, what do you think?
Well, we've got just a couple little drizzles of rain. That's why people are getting out their umbrellas, but it's really not cut loose. So, I mean, it's still, we don't need ours, so you don't need yours.
Yeah, we have umbrellas down here. We've decided to hold off using them as long as we can so we don't goof up the lighting for tonight's broadcast. But I think maybe you and I shouldn't have made such a big deal out of how great the weather was holding off, because you know how those things go. That we jinxed it. Hey, you know what? We've met a couple of people that we talked to earlier here on Market Street. We've got Ginger Lewis, who is the current president of the Chemung County Multiple Sclerosis Association. Very good, right. And Al Basili, who's one of the board members. And we're going to find out about that organization, about the kinds of things that they have on their calendar coming up. So it's tough to hear us over all the music here on Market Street. How's it going, Ginger? You having fun?
Yeah, having a good time.
Now, the Chemung County Multiple Sclerosis Association, you were actually one of the founding fathers of it, or mothers of it, as the case may be.
Yeah, I was a co-founder and first president in 1983.
First president in 83, president last year, and president again this year. You must be good at it.
I don't know about that, but I'm here.
That's right. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Now, you guys have a lot coming up. Al, I know you keep busy with the organization.
Yes. I've been on the board for the last 2.5 years, involved with public relations, and very instrumental in getting the word out about CBMSA.
Excellent. Now, Tommy, you guys are currently having a fund drive. Tell us about that and how folks can get involved.
I'm sorry.
A fund drive.
The fund drive?
Yeah.
We're having a fund drive right now where we're seeking memberships to draw in some money for the upcoming year. And hopefully it's done through memberships that are sent through the mail, businesses and past members.
Excellent. You have several events coming up. A trip planned for not too long from now. What's that all about?
Every year we plan a trip, an adult trip, and also a children's trip. The children's trip is children of MSers. That gives them a chance to get away and have some fun. The adult trip, last year we went to Niagara Falls. This year, it just went out in our newsletter to the MSers, 3 places of where they would like to go. Choice is Atlantic City, Rochester, or the Poconos. So we'll know probably by the end of the month which one was chosen.
Excellent. Sounds like some fun. It's not a bad idea to come down here and have some fun on Market Street as well. So let me ask you a question. Is it difficult to maneuver this street in a wheelchair? It must not be easy. Is it hard to maneuver the street in a wheelchair?
No. It's probably harder for people that I run into. Not so much. It's been no problem for me. I'm basically independent. I've got a handicapped van, so it makes it very easy for me.
And isn't that what the Multiple Sclerosis Association is about? Teaching people how to be as independent as they possibly can despite challenges?
Molly, we had an awareness basketball game in wheelchairs a couple months ago, and we had the media types, radio, TV, and newspaper, playing against some of the Mark College basketball kids, and everybody had a ball. and there's a fond awareness of what it's all about, being a chair.
Well, that's what I like. You know, I like to know that there's an organization out there that's showing people that, you know, this event here is a challenge to get through, but, you know, you have to continue to push forward, push the envelope for things you can do, and that's true for people with challenges as well as for the rest of us that think everything is just going great. Thanks a lot. I appreciate your stopping by, and, you know, I don't want to hold you up too much.
Anytime, Molly. Thank you.
Thank you. This is great. We'll be back very shortly, live from Market Street. I don't know if the music is as loud to you as it is to us, but it sounds real good. We've got Brown and Turner next to us. They've got a CD. Let's tell them about the CD.
Well, we've got, here, you hang on to the umbrellas. I'll trade with you. Very good. Yeah, we've got Turner and Brown. They're playing right now. You can hear them in the background. They've got a couple of CDs out. The newest one is called Turner and Brown, Feeling a Change. And it's even environmentally packed, environmentally friendly. And also, Scott Turner of Turner and Brown has OptiPositive. That's the other CD that you can get with these folks. Very good, very entertaining. They've been down here for about an hour and a half now, and we've enjoyed listening to them. You can probably hear them. I would imagine they can hear them real well in the background. Hey guys, very good. So we're going to be going to a commercial or back to the show, whichever. We don't know because we're not up there. We'll have you guys go back to programming, and we'll come back to you in just a minute. Thanks for tuning in to Big TV.
See you later.
Please don't.
But
In Syracuse.
Really loud, I guess.
Okay.
We love to yell at each other. I'm on. I think we're on. This is what they're telling me. Our vision has been blocked by partying people here on Market Street. You know what? When you have an event this size, safety is really an issue. We have Adam Opplinger with us from Rural Metro Medical Services. Tell me, what does it take to look after everyone's safety at an event like this?
It takes quite a lot, actually. We have 3 ambulances here on Market Street tonight to take care of the approximately 30,000 people that are here.
Noisy people, including these bands. If I was like my mother, hey, turn that down over there.
Yes, we have all our duty crews tonight on, plus we brought in an extra crew just to cover this event tonight. So.
You also handle the medical aspects of Watkins Glen International. That has to be something.
Yeah, that's can be very exciting at times. We get the best seats in the house right next to the track, so unfortunately we were up there all day today in the rain, but maybe the weather will be a little bit better for the rest of the weekend.
I hope you're a race fan.
Oh yeah, big race fan.
Whoa, okay, all right, that makes it, hey, I don't know if that counts as work. You know, I think you should probably just volunteer and not collect a paycheck if you like racing. Don't you think so, Tim?
No, I think the guy deserves to get paid. You have to sit there waiting for something to happen. I can't imagine doing that. It's gotta take a lot out of you.
Oh yeah, it does. It can be long days up there, especially when it's 95 degrees and 100% humidity.
And we joke about paychecks, but to keep everyone safe and to put together the kind of rural medical services that we really do need is a venture that takes capital. Tell us, what do you guys do to make sure that you have enough capital to cover the kinds of things that we ask you to do for us all the time?
We do a lot of things, actually. Our parent company, Rural Metro, is very good to us. We've been with them for about a year now, and they really take good care of us. We also do a lot of things to benefit the public. For instance, this August 17th, a week from this Saturday, we'll be having a benefit car wash, all the proceeds of which will go to benefit the family of Dustin Drake, who was a little 1-year-old boy who passed away recently. Had a lot of medical problems, and they really built up some huge medical bills. So we're going to have a car wash August 17th from 8 in the morning until 9 at night at our office on Pulteney Street. $3, come in and get your car washed by the local medical services.
I think everybody could use a cleaner car, and it's certainly a good thing to have that sense of community and get over there and do it. What I like is that it's not just a fun event that some people really need. You know, it sounds silly, but it really makes a difference. So August 17th on Pulteney Street, whereabouts?
25 East Pulteney Street, across from the Corning Credit Union.
Okay, hey Adam, thanks an awful lot.
It was nice talking with you. The guys are waiting for me. I got to get going.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Well, We're still having a good time. We've met more people here on Market Street that have been interesting to talk to. We've been pulling people out of the crowd and trying to get to know what everybody's doing. Is this a race-oriented event, or does it bring out people who maybe just like a good party and aren't interested in racing, which is not necessarily the case with the couple to my right.
That's right. We've got some folks here who happen to be involved in race cars in one way, but not quite the same size and scale that we're seeing on Market Street right now.
This is Steve Clark from Clark's Toy Exchange. You're also on Pulteney Street, right?
21 East Pulteney Street, we're located at.
Tell us about racing memorabilia. Is it a big draw on this?
It's a real big draw here, so everything.
What kind of things do you offer?
We have a lot of NASCAR this week. We're running a special 50% off all NASCAR this week. So we have toys, watches, clocks, sterns, banners, all sorts of things. So it's real big.
Excellent, excellent. Nikki, now do you work with Steve in the store over there, or are you just partying tonight out here on Market?
I work at the store, yeah. Steven's co-owner, but I'm just the employee, so.
Are you a race fan?
Oh, yeah, especially now that I've been working at the store, I've gotten more into it. You learn a lot more working at the store, so.
So who's your favorite?
I'd have to say Jeff Bodine.
Hey, this is a Bodine crowd here in Corning. Okay, well, thank you both. We see some more friends we've got to say hi to.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, have a good time. Tim, you know, the weather has held out pretty well. Every now and then we feel a little bit of a sprinkle here, but we're not complaining. We haven't had to break out the umbrellas.
No, I've got them standing by, but we haven't had to use them.
Yeah, those are brand new umbrellas, I'll have you know. Hey, you know what? I see Bob from CD Cafe. Come on over here. Say hi to us.
Hey,
hi. What's going on with you?
Oh, lots of things, lots of things.
Bob, you have CD Cafe over in Horseheads. We've had some fun at your establishment. He has the best doggone coffee I ever tasted.
You know, it's quite the unique atmosphere.
Yeah, it is. Music, coffee. I hear you have some good news for Corning. What might that be?
I think so. I'm working on trying to get up here. It's a little difficult, but I think Corning really needs some great coffee and some great music. So I'm on my way.
Hey, I like it. You wouldn't be checking out locations to find out where the biggest party atmosphere is, would you?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't want to say too much.
Hey, well, I know one thing, that Bob here would not be complaining about loud music. Loud music is pretty much the name of the game in the CD business, I would think.
Absolutely. The louder, the better.
All right. Hey, thanks an awful lot for dropping by. We'll be looking for you, and I understand that you have a very interesting ad campaign in the works.
Yes, I hope it's coming soon.
All right, well, we're looking for something creative because we know that's your style. So.
Thank you for having us, and one love.
Hey, have fun. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
What was that?
I don't know.
Dare we have?
You have to be just a little bit on the different side.
Now listen, don't move. Come here, Mark. We didn't even set this up. Mark Powell from the Air Force.
How you doing, Molly? Doing good?
We're going to need a battalion or something to quiet this place down so we can get our serious partying on air.
Put them right beside you, didn't they? Yeah.
What's new?
Well, not much. We still have about 150 jobs left to fill, different types of jobs, and there's a couple of thousand left for the rest of the year. So we invite anyone that's interested to come on down and see us at the Arnott Mall.
And it's not just for people like Bonomo. I've wanted to sign him up several times, but really, what I like about Mark Powell and the program that you have, it's very career track. I mean, you get in the Air Force, you get opportunity that isn't open to the average kid that starts in maybe a fast food chain.
No, that's right. We have an opportunity for them to get an education. I did a bachelor's degree in the first 3.5 years at the cost of about $1,000 out of my pocket. So
now that's
opportunities.
Where can you say that in this day and age?
Yeah.
What kinds of jobs?
Well, we have mostly, right now we're looking at mechanical type programs. There's a few electronics, administrative, some we call in the general aptitude area such as health and science jobs. But our main focus right now is on mechanics.
So, hey, jobs to fill. That's not a phrase we hear very often here in Corning or anywhere else in New York State, to tell you the truth. Tell me about the recruitment campaign. Where do people go to sign up?
Up at the Arnott Mall. They can see either myself or Sergeant Rich Russell, and one of us will take care of you.
Hey, you know what I like? Short hair is cool. So when you go in and they give you the cut, you were going to get one anyway. You know, you might as well, except for girls. They don't have to get it cut.
No, they don't. They just have to wear it. While they're in uniform, they have to wear it up above their collar. So.
You know, it's a simple thing, but that's one of the first things that comes to young people's minds. I do a lot with students here, and that's the first thing. Oh, I'd have to get my hair cut. I have to say, it's buzzed down anyway. You might as well sign up. And not just because we're trying to get rid of anybody either.
So.
Well, Mark, are you having a good time?
Oh, really? Yeah, we come down for the first time. We've lived here for 3 years and haven't come down yet. And we finally made it down from the hill tonight, and we decided to walk. And
Maybe he's the black cat.
I don't know. We're starting.
The black cat who's bringing the rain. This is the first year we've had rain.
We're starting to get a little bit of rain now, but it just won't cut loose.
No.
So I still am saying that this event is charmed a little bit because it could be a complete downpour right now, and it's not.
Well, if it does, I think you and I will be broadcasting from under the tractor trailer. So we better continue to hope that the weather holds out. Your office is here in Corning.
No, down at the Arnold Mall. Yep.
Arnold Mall.
Yep.
Pay attention, please.
What office is in Corning? One of the armed forces is.
United States Army. Yep.
United States Army. Well, we forget about those guys. Hey, he gave us some very nice jackets, T-shirts, those kinds of things. We've been putting them with kids' prize packs, and we've been getting. My son glommed onto one of them, and he's been getting a lot of compliments. So it is very interesting, you know.
Okay. Well, let me find my wife. She's around here somewhere. So.
Good luck. It might take some kind of a bird to locate somebody in this crowd.
Yep. Take care.
Take care, Mark. Thanks a lot.
Hey. What else is going on? Let's look at the event sheet.
Okay.
Because we've still got some other stuff happening here.
Okay.
All right. Through 8 o'clock, there's all kinds of autograph sessions going on.
Okay.
Shall we run down the list of people?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. We've got racing displays from number 2 Miller, number 41 Kodiak, Duralube, Big Johnson, Ford Quality Care, Budweiser, Winston Cup, Smokin' Joe, Skoal Bandit, Coors Light, Trans Am, Burger King, Lowe's, MBNA. I don't know what that one is, do you?
You and I aren't enough into the racing.
I'm not doing it.
You know what? We're having a good time anyway. You don't have to be in racing to enjoy Race Fever 96 or any other year.
That's right. There's a lot to do on Market Street tonight. There's definitely things to eat, which is one of my favorite pastimes.
It smells so good. Boomer's food over there is absolutely sensational. We are sponsored this evening by Little Caesars Pizza from Gang Mills. Pizza. From the what plaza? Irwin Plaza over in Gang Mills. Brought us some delicious pizzas, and they're long gone. They were gone about 10 minutes after they brought them.
Hey,
but
Tim, he's done. I won the go-kart race. I beat Bob Michaels. I think he's going to be here in a while, and from what I hear, Ty Bowie's coming down here too.
Ooh, crazy field correspondent.
Ty Bowie interviewing me. That is cool.
That is an honor.
I'll see you guys in a while, okay?
All right, take care, Bert.
All right,
That's
so
Bert.
we won. 2 for 2.
Wow, that means no Alanis Morissette tomorrow on 94 Rock.
Wow. I don't know if Alanis Morissette fans aren't going to be too happy about that. But.
Well, hey, I got a little message from upstairs in the control room that there is footage of the race, Tim, and so our viewers will be able to see the actual contest between Bert Ramsey of Big TV and Bob Michaels of 94 Rock,
ELM.
ELM. Oh, I guess that would be Elmira.
That's the all sport channel. From what I understand.
Oh, that's why 94 Rock has to make good on the deal.
Yeah, they're connected. All right, what else is happening?
I think the kids' event over there is pretty much winding down now.
Yep, they stage of the game.
A number of different things just for the young people. We told everybody about the yellow badges, and I think everybody's pretty happy about that. Can returns. There's several locations here on Market Street. Upstate Tuna is one of them, and on most of the street corners are receptacles for cans. They're asking everybody to keep recycling in mind here.
Right. You know what we forgot to mention, though? Here we have this race, and we forgot to mention what it's for. It's for the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
That would be the Bert and Bob Michaels competition.
Right. We forgot to mention that, and it's $1,000 that's being donated by Anheuser-Busch, and it'll be donated in Big TV's name, Bert's name, because he won.
Did he win the whole event, or did he just beat Bob Michaels? This, I guess, remains to be seen.
I don't know. He said I won, but I don't know whether that means I won in our little competition or we won in the big competition.
Well, let's leave it to Ty Bowie to find out. I'm Molly Grant.
God.
This is, Ty Bowie. This is Tim Bonomo. We'll be back in a little while to bring you the actual footage, and we'll find out what the actual race results are.
Really are.
Okay, stay with us.
With the Arizona Department of Public Safety is off duty
for your baby.
There I was, naked as a jaybird. Oh, we're on. Hi, Ty Bowie reporting for Big TV here in downtown Corning for Viva Race Viva.
I've always wanted to meet you, Ty. I've heard a lot about you. You're like a famous newscaster back.
We're here with Bert Ramsey. We did meet for Halloween. I remember you stripped me and TP'd me and.
Oh really?
Me, yes.
Oh, I was having a rough night.
One of my fondest memories.
Remember that? I'm sorry.
Well, we're here in Corning and it's getting dark and it's raining, and there's a horde of intoxicated people behind us. There was, and I'm kind of frightened.
They're gone now. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Why don't you introduce this guy over here? This loser over here.
Wait a minute. All right, here we have Bob Michaels, and I left my notes, so maybe we should have you explain the whole race thing.
Okay, yeah. Basically, they had a go-kart race out back here, and during the go-kart event last year, we had a bet with 94 Rock that we won, and this year we wanted to continue that with Brian Stahl originally, but unfortunately Brian chickened out and went on vacation, so we couldn't continue with him, but which kind of scared me actually, because then I heard I had to go up against this gentleman at WELM Sports Radio. This is Bob Michaels here. And I don't think Bob is any kind of stranger to race cars or anything like that. So I was a little more worried going into this one that I wasn't going to be able to pull it off.
Well, how did you do? I heard that you won, but...
Yeah, I won. Bob stopped on the first lap. I think there was a good-looking girl or something over on the side. And what was the deal there, Bob?
Can you elaborate on this?
Well, as you know, in broadcasting, commercials pay the rent, so we stopped for a station ID. We stopped for a commercial timeout, and actually, by the luck of the draw, the luck of the straw, I was the guy that was pulled out of vacation as well to come in and just kind of fill some time, just stretch it. Being a newscaster,
yes.
You know what that's all about. So,
I've been there.
So that's essentially what happened, and I challenged Bert to match my time, and he came up a little bit short.
Oh, and so now, how much money was wagered on this race?
Oh no, there was no money wager actually.
Oh well, I placed somebody at the station told me to place.
Well, there was definitely a bet going. We had a bet going last year, and the bet this year is a little different, but it's basically the same type of thing. We bet that if I won, which I did this year, luckily. That 94 Rock would not play Alanis Morissette for 24 hours. So tomorrow, if you're listening to 94 Rock and you don't hear Alanis Morissette, you can blame me. I'm sorry, but she drives me bonkers. And if we would have lost, though, we would have had to put 94 Rock and WELM Rule on big TV all day, throughout the day. There would have been a screen popping up saying that they rule. But unfortunately, not this year. It wasn't to be had. But, one thing that he did manage to do was, I believe, he doubled my time almost exactly. I think, only a true pro could do something like that. He figured, I'm not going to beat him. Since I'm not going to beat him, I'll just double his time exactly and mess with his head. And it worked. It worked.
Way to go. Now, are you prepared did you ever fathom that there would ever come a time where you couldn't play Alanis Morissette?
Well, we thought about it long and hard when he made the challenge early on, and it's really a struggle because we just like playing that music all the time, and to go 24 hours, it'll be good to, let's see, Friday, back on Saturday, play it all weekend long. His radio dial has been fixed permanently to 94 Rock and to WELM.
You walked over there with the super glue. That was you?
It's me. Actually, we're looking toward next year. And unlike the Bulls, where they're looking at three-peats and so forth, we figured, well, we'll give Bert a shot this year. There will be no repeat in '97. We'll be back, and we will stomp you. And we'll be good sports about it, too.
Well, it sounds like there's a rematch in the works.
Yeah. Most definitely. I think this next year we may even have to think about the wager a little more and make that wager a little heavier.
And I'm not sure up in the control room or not if we've seen some of the footage from the race. But I know there is some in existence, and maybe they'll come out on a bootleg tape or something.
Along with Alanis Morissette.
Well, I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Well, I hate Alanis Morissette. I'm sorry. I can't stand her.
Background music on the videotape.
Well, what do you gentlemen think about only having one license plate? Do you think it's a good opportunity to express your creativity?
Yeah, actually, I think that would probably be a good opportunity. If I had one license plate, I think it would say, I am the news. I think probably.
There you go.
All right.
And how about you?
All sports.
All sports? And I am the news. And this is Ty Bowie. And I'm not sure if we're going back to the show or not.
I think we probably can. I'm sure.
Well, let's find out.
Let's just wave goodbye and see what
Okay.
See ya.
Signing off.
Bye-bye.
We'll be back shortly.
Armageddon. Just got word the whole dome.
Sausages and peppers.
That's right. Now tell me something. The Lions Club. Tell us more about the kinds of things that you do. For a long time, everybody knew what the Lions Club does, but there's a whole generation of kids coming up now that have no concept.
Well, number one, it's made up of a lot of dedicated people, and the key to our club is that we're for sight and hearing support for the people of need in those areas. So the money that we raise within the community, we turn right around and get those kind of support for people, either new glasses, glass examinations, hearing examinations, and hearing aids. We'll even do larger projects such as loops for organizations where people with hearing aids can hear in a large crowd or in an auditorium or in a conference room. We'll supply things like TTYs, which are a typewriter through the telephone type support, large Braille type programs for our local library. We'll supply those things for them. We do a lot of odd things that come in, special need projects. We've done ramps for wheelchair people. We've had needy situations for heating plants in people's houses. And the money that we collect from the community, such as the sausage sales on Race Fever Night here in Corning, or Sparkle in December here in Corning, that's the money we use. Some of the other projects we have is we have an annual auction that we hold here in Corning, where we collect things from donations of items from people in the Corning area and turn around and sell them to other people in the Corning area. So
cool thing.
Big major fundraiser for us. Within that, we do some other things that
the Pancake Breakfast. Let's not forget the Pancake Breakfast around Easter time,
Yes,
right?
we do
Usually
that
the Saturday before, am I right?
Yeah, Palm Sundays.
Sunday, something like that.
Right, exactly. And
it's on my calendar.
Yeah.
That's how I know. Good.
It's more than a pancake. It's a brunch. So we go a little bit overboard on pancakes, sausages, eggs, home fries.
The Lions Club is really into the sausages.
Well, we got guys that are into eating, so we try to support that.
I think, from what I've seen here on Market Street, I think just about everybody here will qualify for the into eating crowd.
Yeah, this is definitely food night on Market Street. Little rain's not hurting anybody. Nobody's getting really wet, so it's worked out well. But some of the other projects we do get a little bit more publicity because it's not for the needy. It's some things that we do back into the communities. We have a scholarship fund for the East High Group, and the Painted Post Club handles the West High Group. The Corning Lioness Club is also very supportive of community activities. We do a scholarship program at Corning Community College with the Lisi Scholarship Fund. We handle the Easter egg hunt, and that's pretty popular right out behind your store. And we get quite a few people for that, and we think that's a good time. We run rabies clinics. We've done bike rodeos, which are safety rodeos. We do a highway cleanup project. We take care of the Gorton Cemetery on Park Avenue. We were parking for 7 days straight for the LPGA. So there are a few things that we do, and not all the Lions can handle doing everything.
How can we help you? How can Big TV viewers? Our people are wonderful. Every time we put anything up, every time we've made the community, aware of some sort of need, they've come through so much it's almost embarrassing. Tell me.
Probably the auction would be a good thing because they get a lot of people. We have professional auctioneer and some really nice stuff. We had a beautiful 125-year-old oak mirror that was one of our primary items this last year. Brand new merchandise from the merchants at Corning, which get recognition every time that item comes up for sale, or each merchant when they donate to us. It's a major thing, and we really need a lot of support from them, along with support from the community and the fireworks. We're the leading service club this year, and I think the next 2 years for the annual fireworks. And that's something else, shoot some pictures for that.
Well, I shouldn't tell you, but we did. This past year, we put a camera out back, and we were taking Corning fireworks, sponsored by the Lions Club, live. We took the fireworks from Macy's in New York City, and so they were on the air, and we had a window so we could see Corning's fireworks. We've done it 2 years in a row. And we like to think that this is our way of patting you guys on the back because of all of your undertakings.
Absolutely. We need that support because, again, because we do a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about because we can't advertise it. it's really helpful when we have something like that we can be more visible in our support to the community.
Well, Corning thanks you. Our Big TV viewers thank you. And I'm going to thank you in a couple minutes when you hand me my sausage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not that I can be bought.
No, you can be, and we will do that.
But, hey, I hope you're going to get some time out to play.
Yeah, we're going to try to, but please come on down and support
These event-oriented things, there's always time that you sneak away and you say, oh, I just remembered I have to go and do something down the block.
Yeah, I got a 2-block with my family, and that was it. I had to go back because I was turning something over.
and man the store over there.
Yes.
So, hey, I'm awfully glad you stopped by, Myron. I hope you have a good time all night, and I hope the rain holds out until the last sausage is gone, and I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, take care. You too. This is WYDC Corning. We'll be back in a little bit, live from Market Street, Race Fever 96.
When seconds count, there's just one place to call, one place to turn when life itself is at stake. Rescue 911. Television that involves you. Weekdays at 5:30 on Big TV.
Market Street with Race Fever 96. We've got Ty Bowie, our field correspondent.
I'm glad those kids banded together to save the Peach Pit. Good for them.
That's 90210. This is live from Market Street. Ty, join us, please.
Now that I think about it, you kind of remind me of somebody that I know.
Really?
Yeah, used to be like a leprechaun tracker. Can't place the name right now. Are you that guy, maybe?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
All right, well, anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Just don't worry.
Ty, are you wearing a yellow armband?
All right.
Okay. Hey, congratulations to you. This is Bert Ramsey, winner of the go-kart competition out back. $1,000 donated in our name.
I didn't win overall now.
Oh, this is just the inside competition.
No, it was just the inside competition.
So we clarify this at last.
No.
Not the winner of the overall, just the contest between 94 Rock, WELM. I got it right this time.
There were a lot of guys faster than me, but they were all these, these little guys, the little people, the ones that they had in The Wizard of Oz. Yeah,
Munchkins?
Hey.
I think you guys are caught up in the leprechaun thing. Hey, I just want to congratulate you. That means no Alanis Morissette tomorrow on 94 Rock. And we will not be sieging 94 Rock rules, at least not this year. No. And I understand the gauntlet's been dropped for next year?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't think that they can muster up anyone to beat me, unless they bring in a ringer or something like that. I had a pretty bad day today out on the course. It was a little bit wet, sliding around a lot. In addition to that, I'm 6'4" and roughly 200 pounds.
And your knees are around your ears when you're driving those carts. Oh.
Yeah, I'll bet it probably does look a bit ridiculous, like I might be, picking stuff from between my toes while I'm driving this little car or something. But
I'd just like to say that whoever pushed me down and took my hat, I just would like you to send it back, please.
Hey, those big TV hats are in big demand.
I'm sorry, I'll give that to you right now.
Yeah, you boys go get the hat. Give it back to Ty. Speaking of cars, small in scale, we've got the Legend Series race cars. Tonight, our event was sponsored, the Big TV broadcast was sponsored by French's Auto Parts from Binghamton, New York. And this is Dave French with me. He is a dealer in Legend Series racing cars. Now, tell me about those. Let's tell our viewers who've seen them. We have on the air this time of year one of the Legend Series race cars with our slicks on the door as an ID. And some of you have probably been wondering about what that ID is. Let's find out more about Legend Series cars.
The cars themselves were an idea Humpy Wheeler from Charlotte, North Carolina, Charlotte Motor Speedway. And what they are is a 5/8 scale race car with a 1200 Yamaha. The car is built identically the same. We all race the same cars, an IROC type car. We race all over the United States. People in varying ages from 16 up to 70 run these cars in varying groups, be it either a semi-pro, a pro series, a masters series for people over 40 like myself, or you even got a charger division for people who've never raced before. So it's a car that's very adaptable to any person, male or female, who would like to try racing themselves.
I'd like to try to get out of the parking lot without hitting anything. These look like they might give me an edge because I'd be a little bit leaner and meaner maybe than some of the big cars out back. You've sold in the last week, I understand, several of these to people, so they are very much in demand.
Yes, they are. This car here that we're looking at, it's got 45 races on it over the past, actually be about a full year now, because it was this time last year when we sold the car to the gentleman. We're racing this Saturday at Tioga Speedway down in Owego, New York. Practice there starts at 4 o'clock, racing starts at 6, also with a full slate of NASCAR modifieds and other varying events that are down there. The cars themselves are going to be there, and then Sunday we're going to leave. We go to Watertown and race, and then also we're coming back on Tuesday. We're going to race on the dirt at 5 Mile Point in Binghamton, New York.
Wow, so the circuit's hot. You guys are going all over New York State, really, and into Pennsylvania. Where else do Legend Series cars race?
The cars themselves race all over the United States. They race in Canada. They've got them in Great Britain. They have them in Australia. There's over 1,500 of these cars that run different races all over these areas. Sanctioned races on an average weekend, we're looking at probably at least in these, there's 40 regions, so there's at least 30 to 40 shows going on every weekend.
That's incredible. The car we had last year, the little white one that's part of our IDs, with the big TV logo on it, was in an accident or a crash a while back, and now I understand it's been refurbished and it's out on the track again and it's doing very well nationally. Tell us some history about that little white car that we had last year.
The car we had here last year, it's kind of got some history behind it. We put actually a professional sprint car driver into it to run at Tioga Speedway, and he did very well with it. Out of the box, that car really wasn't prepared to race. It was sitting on the trailer. His car had some problems. We decided to unload it from the trailer, put him into it, started 24th in the race, and finished 3rd. So the cars out of the box, brand new, are race ready. It seems like they're used to most different types of racing. You think they're very high tech. These are very, very user-friendly.
What I like about Legend Series race cars is that they're spec cars. Somebody that with a lot of money can't juice the thing up so that it just blows everybody out and there's really no contest. It comes down to handleability. It comes down to the guy behind the wheel, does it not?
Yes, it does. Everyone has to run the car just exactly the way it's presented. Everyone has to run the FJ 1200 Yamaha engine. It has to stay stock. It's very easy to tech to make sure it's done that. All the chassis and components and body parts and things have to be just the way they prepare it. The only thing you really can change on these are some very simple basic items that any mechanic can do. So, and then even from that standpoint, many of the dealers like myself make it very friendly and very easy for you to do and have service done by us. So if it's something you don't have time to do, you still want to enjoy yourself and go racing, it's something that's available very easily.
Hey, Legend Series race cars, French's Auto Parts on Court Street in Binghamton. We're just getting swallowed up in the crowd here. And I tell you where they're all stopping is right down there looking at the Legend Series cars. Hey, Dave, thanks an awful lot for sponsoring our event. Thanks for bringing the cars, and good luck on the track. Tioga, Saturday.
Saturday there.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.